minus 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, "What's going on?" Ha ha. And I say, "Hey, yeah. Hey, ladies, hey, yeah, flinging. What's going on, nice ladies?"
Welcome to the shoe. This is the Intergalactic Boom Box. I am Kyle Hebert. I'm a voice actor from anime and video games. You can catch me at Ocala Comic-Con September 11th and 12th at the World Equestrian Center in Ocala, Florida. Links to tickets to that and other appearances are all on my website at kylehebert.com. The question of the week, what's your all-time favorite cartoon? Barney Schaefer says, Captain Planet. Two Dads in a Podcast said, oh man, this is a tough one. All time, probably Futurama. Incredibly witty, smart, and funny. Though if I had to pick a kid's cartoon, Over the Garden Wall is an amazing short series. Metis also says, that is a tough one. The wife says King of the Hill, and I think I will go with The Max from MTV back in the day. Yeah. For its place and time, it was brilliant. Kenneth Chapin says, Felix the Cat was my first. All time is tougher. Kiyome Monogatari. Gesundheit. P&W Capcore says, I'm a child of the 80s, so I can't put my finger on just one, but my tops were Thundercats, Silverhawks, Transformers, and Mask. I later started watching Dragon Ball Z with my kids. Future Reality Designs, who designed my two latest character prints of Fat Gum and Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening. Shout out, guys. They said their favorite is Battle of the Planets, a.k.a. Gotchaman. Dan Durrett says Batman the Animated Series. Omid says Samurai Jack. Jasmine Sidney says Dexter's Lab. Jorge Pernas says going to say Megas XLR. Farman Octopus says Daria. Antifa Drug Czar. Justice League Unlimited. Inosuke says Felix the Cat. Big part of my life. It was the best cartoon I ever watched. Tyler James says there's so many good picks in my head, but right now I'm saying Transformers Beast Wars. Jim Bevan says a tie between Justice League and Avatar The Last Airbender. Gonna check the voicemails. Bobby Steele, what was your favorite cartoon?
One of my all-time favorite cartoons was Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Beep, beep.
New question. If you could meet any character from any form of media, books, movies, TV shows, anime, manga, etc., who would it be? You can leave a voicemail on my website at kylehebert.com, click on podcast, or at me at boomboxpod. You ever go down the TikTok rabbit hole? You just start scrolling and suddenly it's 5 years later. Your kids graduated college and you got served an eviction notice? Well, recently this whole milk crate challenge became very meme-worthy and is living proof that, as comedian Ron White says, you can get a tummy tuck or a facelift or a boob job, but you can't fix stupid. And, speak of the devil, Gits and Shiggles. What's up, guys?
Oh, hey, you gotta call me by my rapper name, MC Broyo.
Yeah, and I'm Auto-Tune.
All right.
We gotta drop them fat beats, yo.
Yeah, I got 99 problems and a Gits ain't one.
Awkward.
Milk crate, Schmilk crate. It's all about the capture challenge. Oh, I'm coming right at ya.
Apocalyptic like the rapture.
We're gonna mix and match ya. Capture challenge.
Word.
Okay, so it needs a little work.
I could add some more cowbell.
I'm sure all the critics will be way kinder to you than they were to Kanye.
Now, capture challenge is way cooler because you're on a website and you're trying to figure out how to get to the next screen. You see all the pictures, right? You got to figure out what it says. How many street lights are there?
Oh, yeah, man. I hate those.
Or mountains.
Or boats.
Right.
You got to type in the word with numbers and letters and both lowercase and capital.
Yeah, and if you can't make it out, you hit refresh.
Like, do you hit this square? Because there's barely a street light on there.
It's like a doctor writing a prescription.
Yeah, they're all mushed together and you can't read it.
You know, come to think of it, maybe the milk crate challenge would be better.
Please do elaborate.
I could totally handle shoulder dislocation, ACL and meniscus tears.
Oh, yeah. You can't be saying that word.
What word, Shiggles?
Meniscus. I mean, come on, man. Think of the children.
Stop, man. You're embarrassing me.
Okay, so, just my opinion here. His outfit was the best thing about the movie. basically because he wore a steampunk helmet that Boba Fett would be jealous of. I'm talking about the Rocketeer. He did have a pretty sweet leather jacket, too. And movie director pants that totally should have burned up from the jetpack. All right, I'm being a little harsh, I admit it. It was a fun flick. I saw it on opening day back in 1991, and I was admittedly disappointed. Yeah, just a little bit. And apparently I wasn't the only one, since it didn't exactly light the box office on fire. If you didn't ever see it, it is on Disney+. And Disney Plus is actually developing a reboot sequel called The Return of the Rocketeer, a retired Tuskegee airman this time taking on the role. The Rocketeer is based on a graphic novel series from Dave Stevens, very much in the vein of those old pulp serial cliffhangers from back in the day that inspired Indiana Jones. Can The Return of the Rocketeer rock harder? Don't let me down. No pressure. Just when you thought China had run out of things to ban, they now have banned those who are 18 years and under from playing online video games during the week, and only an hour of playtime between 8 and 9 p.m. on Fridays, weekends, and public holidays. The National Press and Publication Administration noted this week that the rules were being issued at the beginning of the new school semester, putting specific requirements for preventing the addiction to online games and protecting the healthy growth of minors. Where did this come from? Well, apparently, parents were complaining that games were ruining their kids' mental and physical health. I mean, yeah, when there's kids playing for so long and they're dying from starvation or dehydration, yeah, that's one thing. But I think especially during a pandemic, everyone needs that outlet. You thought there were mental health issues with games? Get out your popcorn, because it's going to get real ugly. You got your Android peeps, and you got your Apple peeps. Tale as old as time. It's like arguing politics or religion. You know, one side has a bunch of features that the other one doesn't, and vice versa. And now Apple just said, your move, creep. You know how iPhones and Apple Watches have a digital wallet for your credit and debit and reward points cards, etc., blah, 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 blah. Well, coming soon, U.S. citizens will be able to add their driver's license or state IDs to the Wallet app. And the first states to enable this feature is Arizona, Georgia, Connecticut, Iowa, Kentucky, Maryland, Oklahoma, and Utah. I don't know when exactly, but they're the first ones to get this. Certain TSA checkpoints will be the first to allow this ID method. The info will be readable without unlocking or handing your device over. And I got a feeling I know who this is. Southwest of the Appalachians, you're on the air.
Is this the anthropomorphic doom box?
Doesn't
matter. Conspiracy here.
What a pleasant surprise.
Herbert,
Hebert.
what's all this malarkey about digital driver's licenses?
Well,
the alien globalist agenda has really gotten my panties in a wad, mister.
You wear panties?
Abductions and probing hoo-haws was just the beginning.
Hoo-haws?
Do I stutter? Next thing you know,
Jed's a millionaire.
aliens will be committing identity theft.
Yeah, because we are just that interesting.
Well, we could be their next food supply.
Or they're really curious about racking up credit card debt.
Oh, just you wait, Carl.
Kyle.
That iPhone says it's Martha Mudkips from Moon Marsh, Mississippi, but it's actually a blood-sucking boogle-splorg from Plebia 7.
Well, we can't have that now, can we?
Your parents have any children that lived?
Let me get back to you. Sweden's best-known pop export, ABBA, topped the disco charts nearly 40 years ago, and numerous reunion attempts never came to fruition. Until now. They have new music and a concert experience complete with holograms called avatars, versions of themselves as people remember them in the 1970s. But the real members will be there too. You might watch that scene digging the Dancing Queen, but you'll really dig seeing the members of ABBA wearing motion capture suits, which I think this whole holographic concert experience has peaked just seeing them in these outfits. If you want to see what that looks like, just check the
Link in the show notes.
Or if you're playing back the podcast on a free Podcasting 2.0 app from newpodcastapps.com, glance at your phone or monitor right now to see the image displayed. Their revolutionary concert holographic experience will have a limited run in London next year, and their new album, ABBA Voyage, drops on November 5th. Remember, the 5th of November. Comments, questions, suggestions can be dropped to theintergalacticboombox@gmail.com. Check us out on Twitter @boomboxpod. My website is kyleabear.com with links to all my upcoming convention appearances and podcast episode archive. You can also sign up for the podcast newsletter, which comes out once a week. Thank you so much for listening. If you like the show, tell your friends. If you don't, just keep your mouth shut. Don't ruin it for me. I kid. Or do I? Until next time, I'll see you on the flippity floppity.